Hey everybody, you ready to do some grammar? We're going to do chapter 1 in Focus on Grammar 2 today. So we're going to be talking about the present tense with the be verb. Now, what I mean by the be verb is, am, are. Okay. So if you have the subject he, she, or it, your be verb will be is. He is, she is, it is. Okay, so the pattern you need is the subject. So who or what is this sentence about? Then the be verb. Then you need a noun, an adjective, or a preposition. Don't put a verb here. That won't work. Okay, is, am, are. That's your verb. Okay, so a noun is okay. A noun is a person, place, or thing. An adjective describes a noun, like hot, cold, soft, hard, red, green, beautiful, handsome, and so on. And a preposition is okay. That's something like in, on, at. Okay, but not a verb. A verb will not work. Okay, so like I said, he, she, it goes with is. Okay, so I can make a sentence and say, he is a teacher. Okay, teacher's okay because teacher is a noun. Teacher's a person. Okay, if I'm talking about myself, I say, I am. So I use the be verb am. So I can say, I am confused. Confused is an adjective because it describes how I feel. Okay. If your subject is we, you, or they, you're going to use the be verb are. Okay. So I can say, we are in the kitchen. Okay. In is a preposition. So it's okay. That will work. Okay. So here, we would mean me plus at least one other person. So I could say, Sandy and I are in the kitchen. They means people not including me. So I can say, Sandy and Tom are in the kitchen. Okay. Now in speaking, we almost always use contractions. It sounds weird to us if somebody says, I am confused. He is a teacher. Because we just don't talk like that. We use contractions when we talk. So I wouldn't say I am, I'd say I'm. I wouldn't say he is, I'd say he's. I wouldn't say we are, I'd say we're. I wouldn't say you are, I'd say you're. I wouldn't say they are, I'd say they're. And I wouldn't say it is, I'd say it's. Okay? Now, we can make contractions with is not, that would be isn't, or are not would be aren't, but we cannot make a contraction from am not. There's no such thing as amn't. Okay, so don't try to write it, don't try to say it. It doesn't exist. I know that doesn't really make a lot of sense because everything else can be a contraction, but not that one. So here I can say, instead of I am not, I can just say I'm not. So like I'm not, that wouldn't be the end of the sentence because I would need I am not hungry. I'm not a doctor. I am not at home right now. Okay. Now here, if you're going to say he is not a teacher, there are two other ways of saying it. We'd say either he's not a teacher or he isn't a teacher. So I can either make the contraction with he is or I can make the contraction with is not. Okay. Now, one really common thing that I hear a lot of students say is they will say the name of the person and then they say the pronoun for the person. That is not right. Okay, so if you say the person's name, just say the person's name and then go right to the be verb. We don't say, Mary, she is my friend. Carol, she is my teacher. It's just, Carol is my teacher, or she is my teacher, but not Carol, she is my teacher. Okay, so here's an example here. I would say Mary is 10 years old. Okay, now I can say she. I'm using she in the place of Mary. So Mary is the subject. Mary is 10 years old. We don't say Mary, 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 Mary. We say Mary first, then we use the pronoun. So Mary is 10 years old, period. In the new sentence, I say she is in grade 5. Okay? Do your first unit and focus on grammar 2. Then take the pictures and send them to me. And I'll talk to you again soon. Have a good day.